Alright, so we're going to go ahead and basically make this work. Okay, so just gotta make sure this is all the way down. Okay, we're gonna come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay, we're gonna and flip this. So what I'm gonna do is get out of this mode. So I can just hit like Q, W, E, or R. So I'm just gonna hit Q, and then we'll have this. If you remember earlier, I'm gonna hit the little channel box button up here, or you might have little buttons here. And I'm going to turn the visibility off of my sculpt layer. If you remember, we did that earlier. Okay. So now I have just my dude here. Ooh. Okay. What I need to do is basically just get rid of half of his body. So the easiest way to do this is actually just use the 4 panels. So I'm going to tap spacebar, and it's going to bring up my 4 panels. I'm going to go to the front one and tap spacebar. You don't have to click. You just hover your mouse over and you hit spacebar. Now what I'm going to do is I don't see him, so I'll hit F to frame, and there he is. Okay, so now I'm going to do zoom in, so Alt, middle, middle, right, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to drag down to face. That's going to get rid of the rest of it, what to have. I'm going to do this again too in hopes it helps. Edit, layout by type, history. The other thing is that I want to do before I bother doing the rest of this is go ahead and turn off the live thing. That might make it run a little bit better. So I'm just going to click and drag like so. I don't want to go over the line. I want to make it just up to this line. So I'm going to turn off Object X as well because right now it's mirroring. Click and drag again. And we'll go like that. And then I'll hit delete. Okay. I'm going to go underneath. And there's some arm right there. If yours is already working, you don't have to do this step, but I definitely do. So Alt, or I'm not going to Alt. I'm going to go right up to the line and delete. So I just end up with half a dude. Okay. So he should look like half a man. He's half the man he used to be. Alrighty. So now we've got this half guy. I just need to flip it and put him on the other side. So to do that, I'm just going to look at him like this, and I'm going to hit Control D, which is duplicate, or Command D if you're on a Mac. Then we need to flip him, basically. So to do that is that if I went to scale, you notice that if I scale on my red, which is my x-axis, that would flip it, right? So I'm just going to type in over here on my channel box still, -1. And now you'll see we have 2 halves to a whole. So I'm going to select them both, Mesh Combine, which is this button right here. You'll notice that you have this shelf here. Also, you can do it this way. Make sure you're in the modeling toolkit, and you can do Mesh Combine. Either way, this button or that, that'll make it one mesh. Unfortunately, though, if I go to vertices, you'll see he's not actually one shell. These vertices are not attached. We just put them, it's kind of like parenting in a way. So I'm going to back up. I'm going to right click, and instead of going to faces this time, I'm right clicking and holding, by the way. I'm going to go to vertex. Click and drag over the whole model, like so. And then I want you to go to Edit Mesh, where you merge. And that, and now if it comes up this thing here, you want to type in, it'll probably say 0.01, make it 0.001. Okay, and then just, you know, that's it. You just kind of click off. I'm going to right click and drag back up to object mode. Okay, and now I have my dude here who is ready to be sculpted and stuff. But you can probably tell, right? There's a lot cleaner geometry than what we had before. And the poly count was way lower. So for instance, I'll just give you an idea here. You don't have to do this, I'm just showing. If I go to display, heads up display, and then I do poly count, you can see he currently has 5,748 tries, right? So he'd be good enough for a video game at this resolution, right? You know, that'd be like current gen video game, but still, he would be okay. Now, if I were to turn on the other thing, this one has 94,000 tries. So I'm going to call that done on this section, and then I'm going to turn the visibility off of this. You could even just delete this guy if you want. We don't need him anymore, but if you want to keep him in here, just turn the visibility back off. And then in the next video, what we're going to do is add some eyeballs and maybe make some other adjustments if we need to. All right.